let's just get right into it, man. The massive news that happened yesterday. Micah Parsons, the best pass rusher in the NFL, has left the Dallas Cowboys, and he is unfortunately a Green Bay Packer. He was traded for 2 first-round draft picks, defensive lineman Frank Clark, and he signed a new 4-year deal worth $188 million, and he will be making $47 million a year. And now, if there's no, honestly, man, there's no way that anybody who is a Bears fan, anybody who's a Detroit Lions fan, anybody who's a Minnesota Viking fan should be happy about this deal. Last night I had a lot of copium. Tried to tell myself, oh, it don't matter, da 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 da. No, nigga, this is look. I'm not. I just said I just said the N word 3 times. This is not gonna work out. But it's my favorite word. I'm sorry. It's my reparations. But I was like, yo, this isn't gonna really be that bad and things like that. And then I just kept thinking about it. This is a phenomenal trade. I don't want to hear about draft picks. I don't want to hear about cap space. You do what you got to do when you're trying to win. And I think this is a win now move for the Green Bay Packers. It's a move that I wish the Bears should have or would have made. A move that I said all summer they weren't going to make. And they're not going to add anything else too, by the way, but we'll get into that later. But it's great. It's a great trade. There's no way, there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I want to sit here and say this doesn't make them a Super Bowl contender, but that's a damn lie. Because even in their bad seasons, Green Bay finds a way to win 10 games. This is like the reverse version of Khalil Mack going to the Bears 7 years ago. I think he's going to be an instant issue for everybody. And yeah, I mean, if you're looking for any good news here, if you're an NFC North fan, more specifically a Bears fan, they still got Jordan Love as quarterback. That's the one thing I'm holding on to. And maybe he will continue to be mediocre. But this defense took another level. This is a big move by them. And I pray for the Bears left tackle spot on this, man. But I'm going to give the floor to you first, Bang, because, Bang, you were saying that you got Packer fan friends. And, they've been letting you have it after this deal. So what's your initial thoughts on this deal?
Packers fans that are friends and family. A lot of my family lives in Milwaukee. And we have constantly battled about the Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears all my life. I would like to formally apologize to the Green Bay Packers fans and the organization for a couple of years ago saying that they are going to be in the ghetto. They're not. This organization continues, in my eyes, to do the right things. Now, has it brought them a Super Bowl championship? No. Outside of the Green Bay Packers winning with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, they have not gotten one in the last what it's almost been like 15 years or whatever. It don't matter. It's still 2 more than we've had in that time frame. It's still 1 more that's been around since my existence. It's still 2 more that's been there since I've been watching football, and they've had a lot of success more than we have in the last couple of years because they've made moves like this. This right here is depressing because when you also have a situation like the Bears at left tackle, and you're gonna put the premier defensive end / linebacker in the NFL on the same side as Braxton Jones or Theo Bennett or Hinsdale folks, or whoever, it's just depressing as a Bears fan or Lions fan or Vikings fan, that matter, that this team has gotten richer and now you are set for life, basically, at the quarterback position, what we believe to be true about Jordan Love or not. They're set at the quarterback position for the next couple of years. They're set at the defensive end, which is the most important position on the defensive side. The most important positions on that field is set. Well, now they got a window. Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst, however you say his last name, they're in the last year of their deals. So we'll see if they get an extension or anything like that. We'll see what happens. Or it's coming up either this year, next year. But we'll see what happens. But it's just depressing to see a team like this continuously get the pieces that they need to stay competitive.
You said that's all you got on that. But Dante, I'm gonna go to you next, man. You said this is gonna be a depressing episode, so let's just start with the most depressing shit of the day. What's your take on this?
I won't even say depression. I think it's more so reality, like something that we really need, because I think every year we jump into the season and we're extremely optimistic, and that's part of being a fan. But I think for us sitting here, that's the last thing we should be. We got to be realistic, and this is a move that makes the youngest team in the NFL Super Bowl contenders. Their window is wide open. Ironically enough, I believe Reggie White came when Brett Favre was 27. They won a Super Bowl. They gave Micah Parsons. Jordan Love is 27. As much as people shit on Jordan Love, I'm not convinced yet that Caleb Williams is better than Jordan Love. But we're gonna talk about that this entire episode. So with the pieces around him, with everything they have on that team, bro, Green Bay is gonna be a problem for a while. So it's one of those situations where we're gonna see who Ben Johnson is, and we're gonna see what this team can accomplish, because they're gonna have to actually coach these guys up and be ready to go, because this division is loaded. I don't believe in JJ McCarthy, but I think as a whole, we know how strong this division is, and it's only gonna get worse. And now your arch rival, the team that you really shouldn't even say you're competing with, because there hasn't been a competition in well over a decade, they're loaded. So you're gonna have to come correct. You have to do everything you said you were gonna do. And so this is going to teach us a lot about this team. We weren't going to be Super Bowl contenders this year, so I wasn't, it doesn't really affect anything. But I think as far as the Packers, I think I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll write it down. They'll win a Super Bowl within the next 3 years. I think they're that good.
So you think the Packers are going to win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years? Is what you're saying?
Yes.
The devil is a lie. I would say this. No, I do not think that Caleb Williams is better than Jordan Love. I don't think Caleb's better than anybody in the division not named JJ McCarthy. That's because JJ McCarthy is yet to play a full NFL season. But I'm still not really worried about Jordan Love at all. But Courtney, what's your take on this trade that went on last night?
It just is another I feel like Jameis Winston. It's just another obstacle that the Bears are going to have to overcome. It's just another obstacle. I'm just not as, for me, it's Jordan Love. This really comes down to Jordan Love. And kind of like Justin Herbert, I haven't seen Jordan Love replicate the same level of like play consistently enough to say that they are indeed Super Bowl contenders. That being said, it's a very, very good move, and I think they're going to be an issue, obviously, in that division. Do they win the division because of Micah Parsons? No, I still think another team will win the division, and we'll get into that as the episode goes on. But yeah, great trade. Good for him. Glad he got to the bag, and then he got out of the NFC East and out of Dallas.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, nobody said that. There was nobody on this platform who said that Caleb was better. Jordan Love numbers are a lie though. Like, I don't want to use the eye test when it comes to Jordan Love. I don't give a damn about Jordan Love's numbers. But yeah, he don't strike fear in my heart. He don't strike fear in nobody's heart. That's the one thing that if you're looking for anything to be, remotely happy about, it would be the fact that there's Jordan Love here. And Jordan Love can and probably will fuck this up. I don't think that I'm first of all, I'm clicking a whole bunch of shit right now. Dante will get back to producing. I was just playing around with new features on him, but yeah. So excuses today. We're a little rusty today, but it's all good. But yeah, I wouldn't say. I don't know if I agree with you, Dante. They're gonna win the next couple of years because this is not the most stacked team they've had. They've had a lot of stacked teams. We had Aaron Rodgers. I think they're a contender by default of the NFC not really being that strong of a conference. That to me, that's how I look at it. Like, if you're gonna do a 4-teamer, and of course we'll be doing our full league preview next Friday. I look at Detroit, I look at Philly, obviously. I look at Washington. Even though I think Washington as a team is going to fall back a peg or two. And then you got Green Bay. But I got to see a lot from Jordan Love this year for me to think that they can actually win one. And that's something we've seen great teams be brought down by just okay quarterback play. We see the San Francisco all the time with Brock Purdy. And I even feel the Packers feel that way now, which is why they're going all in right now, because of the amount of money that they are paying Jordan Love. They're like, all right, right now it's put up or shut up time for him. So that's going to be the big question. But we'll divulge more into that next week on the NFL season preview, man. But let's get into Catch, I'm Not Gonna Hold You, hosted by Scott Lewis every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on HMB Media and the Barbershop Network.